Hello all. Sorry, I'm trying to get this fixed. I had a issue the other day with my camera stand and now it is all a mess, so I'm trying to get that fixed. Okay, hopefully that is correct. Welcome everybody. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Bear with me 1 second while I get my camera situated. Sorry for the, hope I don't make anybody sick. Trying to get it put where it goes here. Okay, I think we're good. All right, hello. Sorry that I'm a little bit late. Sorry for the camera jostling. Hope you guys are doing well. All right. So, hello everybody, my name is Jeri Mobley, for those of you that don't know me, also known as the Shameless Stamper. You can find me at shamelessstamper.com. Also, you can of course find me here on Facebook or on YouTube. If you're watching live, there's a little live red button up here. Otherwise, you're watching this as a replay either on Facebook or YouTube, and I appreciate either way. However, if you'd like to join us live, we'd love to have you on live because I love chatting with you guys. Hi, everybody that's joined this morning, or this afternoon, sorry. And I am on Facebook every Saturday, Sunday, most Fridays, and then every Tuesday with Tuesday. Now, on Saturdays and Sundays and most Fridays, I do lots of different kinds of videos. We do cards, we do scrapbooking, we do 3D projects, we do technique videos, craft organizing, and so much more. So you can join us for those bigger videos like I'm going to do today with Paper Pumpkin. And then of course on Tuesdays I have my little quick tip Tuesdays. So those are shorter videos. Now this month I'm doing just one video a week because I'm trying to get some stuff done around here and dealing with some family things. So thank you for that little bit of break that you guys have most graciously given me. But normally I am on 3 to 4 days a week. So you can join us here for Creative Inspiration at 2 p.m. Central Time or whatever that is for you. And we hope that you guys will join us live. And if you ever want to know what videos are scheduled for lives, you can go to my events tab on Facebook and you can see those, or you can get my calendar, which is totally for free and has some really great creative prompts and ideas and stuff on it. So that's always an option as well. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Those of you that are new, please say hi. Let us know that you're new. Also, be sure to be commenting throughout the video, whether you're new or you've been around here for a while, so that you can be in my comment drawing, which I do at the end of every video. Those entries are, your comments become entries in the drawing, and of course I do a live drawing, plus I do another drawing a week later. So even if you watch this as a replay, you have a chance to win. So just make sure you comment either way. Okay, hello everybody. How are you guys doing? Sorry, everybody's saying hi and I'm not saying hi back. Hi. And I did jump on a little bit late, so I apologize for that. A little bit of craziness around here. So this kit, you guys, oh my gosh, let's get into this. This is such a cute kit. I need to check and see. Hey, Kathy, you're on right now. Kathy Sanford, would you do me a quick favor and jump and see if there's still any refills for this kit? For people who haven't gotten it yet, or who would like a refill. I don't think there are any full kits with the stamp set, but if you just want the refill, or you want to buy the refill and use your own sentiments and things in it, you can do that too. So, but it is such a cute set, you guys. I love this set. I need to jump on and get a couple of refills, I'm telling you what. So, this is so cute. So, let me show you this kit real quick, and then I'll show you how to put the cards together the way they're designed, and then we'll get into alternatives. I'm actually going to make a few alternatives with you, because I literally ran out of time on this, and I'm in the middle of, I was trying to finish this morning, and I'm in the middle of finishing, and some other, stuff went on in my family, and I am behind now. So we're going to do it together, and that's okay. For those of you that have not, if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber and you haven't purchased the Circle of Season, is it Circle of Seasons? That doesn't sound right. It might be Circle of Seasons. I think I left the S off. Anyway, if you haven't purchased the add-on die set yet, be sure to do that too, because oh my gosh, this is such a cool die set. And for this price point, you guys, there's like 9 dies in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 dies in here, and it is an amazing die set. And what's really, really cool is this piece right here can be the base of your strawberry with the little piece in it or out, depending on if you use the stamps or not. And then you can have the top of your strawberry, or you can turn it into an acorn. Oh my gosh, that's genius. So I really love this, and that's gonna, of course, gonna go with our fall set coming up as well. And then you've got a leaf and a flower and all the things. It's so cute, you guys. Anyway, I love this set. I'm super excited about it, so let's get into it. Okay, so let me move this stuff over here. I'm gonna grab our box. So this is what my box got crushed, so sorry about that. It happens. Anyway, this box is so cute. I love when they actually print these really pretty special boxes for us. So it has the strawberries on it and everything. In your box, you always get a stamp spot. They're different colors depending on the box. This one is garden green. And of course you get your exclusive stamp set. Now I put mine in a sleeve. This is an Avriel sleeve. If you guys ever want the link for these sleeves, just let me know. I've got a piece of inexpensive cardstock, not our good stamping cardstock, just like, what do you call, office cardstock in here with a label on it. And I put my stamp set in here. This is an extra one, so we'll be giving this one away as a gift. And we'll open this up. I, of course, love to keep my my tissue paper. I know a lot of you are like me. You like to keep your tissue, and I just tore that piece, so I probably will end up getting rid of it. I don't know how I did that, but I'll keep it for now. I'll look at it in a little bit. I keep my tissue paper and reuse. Okay, so this is how the kit comes. As you can see, these are all the parts, right? Of course, this Avriel sleeve does not come with it. I added that, but everything else is part of the kit. So we're going to open this up. And by the way, I'm going to be using my large garden green stamp pad today, but this is just as good. You can fill both of these with our refill, which is nice. I keep these for travel and stuff. And so I tend to use these for that kind of thing because they're smaller. But I like using this in my studio, so I'm going to use this today. Okay. Thank you, Kathy, so much. So Kathy says, yes, it's still available, the paper pumpkin refill, and it's just the refill, so there's no stamp set, but it's $13.50, and so you can purchase that if you're if you're a paper pumpkin subscriber, you can purchase the refills. Okay. So just so you know, you can't purchase refills if you're not. That's just how it is. All the add-ons and the refills and things like that are only for subscribers. All right, so in your kit, you've got some adhesives. We have a little bit of our dimensionals. You've got, in this bag, some tear and tape. And you have some of our glue dots to use however you need. Or you can use, of course, the things that you have already on hand. All right, there are 8 envelopes in here. Super cute. I love this little ruffled edge. So if you want to use the envelopes as is, you can keep that, or you can cut these. We'll talk about that in a minute as well. I'm going to keep one of those out just so I've got it to use. Okay. Oh, let me grab on the back side of this is our instructions and our piece that goes with our stamps. So I'm just going to cut this real quick. I forgot about it. Sorry. I'm so excited to get into the stuff that I'm just like, oh, and I forgot. Okay, so there is our little piece that we're going to put in with our stamp set, so we know what our stamps look like. And I just store these in like a photo box or some other type of container upright, and like a filing system essentially, and I do that. Super easy to do, but we'll give that away to someone today. Okay, if they want. All right, so in here you have your instructions. On the back, it shows you everything that comes in the kit, tells you how many cards and envelopes it's going to make. There is a mistake here. It says 9 cards and envelopes, but it's actually 8. So that was something probably they pulled from an old kit and made a mistake on. And then it's got all of the coordinating colors. Maybe not, I shouldn't say all of them. The main coordinating colors. There's probably some colors in here that aren't listed, but the main ones are there. And then, of course, it talks about the die set here as well. When you open this up to this page right here, it tells you everything that goes with each card. And then each of the cards, they show you how to put them together. So you have 1, 2, 3, and 4 all listed here. And so I'm just going to fold that backwards like this. So we'll have this as we go through, we can put our card pieces where we need them. So I'm going to get to that in a second too. Okay. You do have a piece of chipboard back here that is really great for 3D projects and such. So I do keep those and make use of those. So we're going to have 2 card bases for each type. So we've got this one. So I'm going to do this, right? Because I'm keeping one to show you, and I'm going to keep one for later to make. Okay. You also have this card base here. So cute. Oh my gosh, I love these patterns. You have this one here that has little pink dots all over it, and it's kind of modeled. And then you have the green one, which also has a modeling texture to it as well. This would also be good for like watermelon stuff. I thought of that when I was looking at it. Okay, then we have all of these pieces. So here we have 2 things of vellum. So I'm going to save one. I'm going to go ahead. Normally I punch them out together though. I probably should just do that. It's easier to punch stuff like this out together. So I'm just going to punch these out. Oh. All right. So I've got one of each of those, and then we've got the... Now there are some things that you're going to get that you have more than 2 of because either you're going to be stamping on it, so they gave you an extra one, or they just gave an extra. Sometimes that happens too, which is nice. All right, and then you have this piece of vellum as well. All right, then we have this piece here. This piece here is different, but there are multiples of this guy. Why? Because you're going to stamp on it. So they did give you extras. So we have one of those. We have a circle, which again, there's multiples of the circles. And I'm going to go ahead and punch those out of these 2 as well. Actually, yeah, there's only 2 of those. Okay. So you have 3 of each of those just because they are something you stamp on. And they do try to give you extras for that kind of stuff. Having a moment here. I can't let go. There we go. Okay, sometimes it likes to hold on. All right. You also have this piece here that you're going to stamp on, and again, there's 3. So I'm going to put the 2 there, and then there's a single one on this sheet that I'm going to keep over here. Then we have our 2 little strawberry baskets. We've also got these little pieces, which again are something we're going to stamp on. So there are 3 of each of these. I'll just recycle this outside piece. You've got this here, there are 4 of. We do need 4 of those. You need 2 for the main project. And then I'll keep these 2. Okay, then we have our strawberries. We have 3 of these. Why? Because we're going to stamp on it. So I'm going to put 1 over here and the other 2 over here. All right, then we have our other strawberries. Now there's lots of different types of strawberries in here, so I'm going to just kind of pile them into kinds. So we have this one with the stem going this way that's small. We have 2 sheets of this, and again we have another small strawberry here, but this one, the stem is going the other way. Then we have the little pink strawberry. We have this strawberry here, and then one going, there's 4 of those. And then we have 4 more over here going the opposite direction. And then a little bit bigger strawberry, so you can see they just gradually get bigger. 4 more of those. So you can see we definitely have extra strawberries. And then we also have this big guy with all of the leaves and the strawberries on the stem, which is super cute. So we have 2 of those. We're going to pull those out. I know I just need 1 of those, so I'm going to grab that like that. Okay. And then we have all the little flowers. I'm not going to undo these yet because I just know that they're going to end up everywhere if I do. So I'm going to leave those right there for a second. Okay, and I'm going to set these aside as well. All right. So we have our strawberries. I'm just going to set these over here. So just so you know, the strawberries I didn't separate because I didn't want to think about which ones yet. I'm going to do that in just a second. All right. So I'm going to move all of this off for a second. We do have these pieces that we're going to be stamping on. And I'm going to just put all of those pieces that I'm going to be stamping on together up here. Okay. Because I know I'm going to be stamping on them. I'm just going to put them together. All right. Now, this is where you have to decide. By the way, I have mosquito bites all over me because I worked outside the other day and oh my gosh, I have so many mosquito bites. It's insane. So this is where you have to decide, do you want to make your cards with the beautiful, cute paper on the back, or do you want to do what I typically do, which is I grab some white card bases and I make that my card base and I cut this beautiful paper in half and keep the back side for extra cards. So this is your opportunity to choose, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm choosing to cut. So I'm going to cut 2 of these at a time. I'm just going to cut these in half. And I just line up the, whoops, and it go all the way through. Okay, I'm having a moment here. Why are we not going through? There we go. Okay. It happens. So now I can keep the 2 back sides for another card, which is great. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing with these 2. I mean, who would want to put strawberries on the back of a card when you can have it for the front of a card? I mean, I'm just saying. No, if y'all want to do it the way it's meant to be and not save the back sides, don't do it. You know, it's fine. It's okay. I can't do it. I cannot put this adorable paper. I mean, look how cute these are on the back of a card. I just can't do it. Okay. I know, I'm neurotic. It's fine. Hello, happy Saturday. You've already cut all of yours in half. I love it. You're like, first step, cut all of the card bases in half because Jerry's going to do that, so why not, right? Oh, thanks for saying what's in your cup. I forgot to tell you guys. So if you haven't already, tell me what's in your cup. I'd love to know. I'm having my standard Thai rooibos herbal tea with local honey. Nice and warm. My hubby made that for me. Okay. And so I'm just going to fold these 4 cards. This is the thick white, by the way. That's my preference. You can use whatever works for you. So I'm just, these are already prepped and scored. I'm just folding and burnishing all of those card bases. Okay. So now I have my 4 card bases. So I'm going to lay those out like so. So I have my 4 card bases. And we're going to add all of our pieces to these 4 card bases. So we have card number 1 is the pink. Card number 2 is the strawberry. 3 is the green. And 4 is this one. And by the way, this one is a landscape card, but I'm just going to have it like this for right now. Okay. All right. So this piece right here goes with our pink card, as well as the large scalloped vellum piece. This vellum piece goes with card number 2. These 2 like pool party striped pieces go with card number 3, and then the little basket, isn't that the cutest thing? I love it. Goes with card number 4. All right, then beyond that, we've got our other strawberries. So we'll get to the pieces that we're going to stamp in a minute, but other than that, let's figure out what goes with what. Okay, so our biggest strawberry, or maybe I should call it the fattest strawberry. I don't know. The biggest, fattest strawberry. There's one with card number 3 and one with card number 4. And then we have this one here where the stem, it's like the medium-sized strawberry where the stem goes to the left. Okay, So again, one each with these two cards. Then we have the one where the stem goes to the right, and we're going to put one with card number 4. Whoops, did I do 1 or 2? Yeah, 1. Okay. And one with card number 2. Then we have our little pink strawberry, not the big one, but the little one, and that one we also are going to put with 4. And then we have our 2 smaller ones, and again, we have a stem that goes to the left and a stem that goes to the right. So the one that goes to the right, we're going to put one of those with card number 3. And then with the stem that goes to the left, we're going to put one with card number 3 and one with card number 4. So we have a lot of strawberries that are going to actually be left over, even if you make your cards as is, right? Which is really cute. Okay. And then, of course, we have the flowers. We'll get to the flowers in a minute. You've got 5 with this one, 2 with this one, 3 with this one, and 3 with this one. But we'll get to that in a minute, okay? Because they're like the last, they're kind of like our embellishment. So we'll add those at the last minute. Okay. So I'm just going to stack these up over here like this in order. We're ready to go with those. Let's go ahead and do our sentiment stuff real quick. So for the first one, you're going to stamp on the Hello Friend piece, which is this one right here. For the second one, we're going to stamp on the thank you and cannot do things here. Okay, you're the best. Or you can do thank you. What was the other one? I forget what it's called. Sorry. You're the best, or you could do love you lots if you wanted to do that instead. I like the you're the best, but you guys can do it whichever way you want. Number 3, we're going to stamp the thank you right here. And wait, let's see. Did I leave one out? Oops, sorry. Hello Friend, love you lots. If you want to add those, you can. If you want to leave them off, you can do that too. And then finally, this last one is the life is sweeter than you. Sweeter with you. Life is sweeter than you. By the way, it also fits on this one. So if you prefer to do life is sweeter with you on this one over thank you, you can. And the little pieces you can always leave off. You don't have to add them. So you have some leeway there with what you want to do. Like you could turn this into life is sweeter with you, love you lots, if you wanted to do that instead. So it's completely up to you. Or you could do hello friend, you're the best. It's completely up to you. Okay? So you guys remember that. All right. So I am going to grab my Stampin' mat now. And for card number 1, we're going to do the Hello Friend, and we are using our Garden Green. By the way, you can, of course, use any other colors that are in this to add to this if you prefer a different color. But, of course, the kit comes with Garden Green, so that's what we're going to use. Kathy's having sangria. Shock of all shocks. My husband just went, ooh, sangria. She has that a lot. Okay, so I gotta cut the little chads off that. I can't stand them. They drive me nuts. You can do that on all these, by the way, if you want. Some of them are really strong and others are not so much, and they don't bother me as much. But if they are really, really strong, I can't stand it. I'm like, ah. It just happens to be, you know, the machine that day and the blades and how it cuts, and, you know, y'all know. Y'all know. It's really easy to cut the little chads off though, so I'm not complaining at all. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. I am neurotic about it. I gotta get them off. They drive me crazy. Okay, so anyway, let's do the Hello Friend now that I've gotten my neuroses out of the way. All right, so we're gonna pop the Hello Friend on here, just like that. And then I'm going to do, for the other one, for this one is the light blue one. Again, you guys choose what you want. I am going to do the you're the best instead of the love you lots. But you could do either one. Okay. So there's that. So we have those 2 pieces ready for the first card. The second card is this circle. Again, you guys choose what you want to do. thank you is how they have it, but you can do the sweeter than whatever. Life is sweeter with you. And I'm also going to do the you're the best on this one. Okay, so that's card number 2. So I'm just going to pop that in there with card number 2. Okay, card number 3 is this guy, and we're just going to do the thank you on this one. I love the font in this stamp set, by the way. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. So we've got thank you for that one, and I'm just going to stick that in with the green card, which is the 3rd one. And then finally we have this piece here. Now this one you want to make sure you do on this side. So we're going to do the life is sweeter than you. So why do I keep saying that? Life is sweeter with you. Life is sweeter than you. I'm tired. Okay, here we go. Life is sweeter with you. Just like that on the right side of the piece. Okay, and that will go with card number 4. All right. Now, we are going to use a couple more stamps going on in here, but I'm going to set that aside for just a second. All right. So, let's grab card number 1. Whoops, sorry, I'm having a moment here. Tools are moving around. Okay, so card number 1, we're going to start by, of course, finishing our card base because we did cut our piece. There are great options, and they're super cute. Ooh, strawberry lemonade. You're having the perfect thing. Oh, wait, strawberry lemonade rosé? Interesting. But you're having the perfect thing. I should be having strawberry lemonade right now. I should not be having tea. Honey, would you go out and get me some strawberry lemonade? Just kidding. That would be perfect for this kit. Okay, we're not. We're having tea. Okay, that's fine. You'll know I'm a font junkie, right? I am totally a font junkie. And the fonts in this kit, I mean, I just love this kind of scripty font that they've done. It's so cute. I don't know. It is what it is. Okay. At least I accept these things about myself, you know? That's what's important. All right. So, so we're going to be adding this piece to our card. But before we do, what we're going to do is this little trick. So I'm going to grab my silicone mat. This is why silicone mats are so helpful. So I'm going to take my silicone mat and I'm going to, do I want to do that? Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so just kind of get an eyeball, sorry for my hiccups, get an eyeball on this and know that there is a little bit of space, probably about approximately 1/2 inch outside of this, and it's okay if you go outside a little bit, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to pop this on here, and we're going to let this hang out just a little bit, but we're going to pop it on top of this. And so I'm going to use my regular adhesive. If you don't have adhesive of your own and you're doing this kit, you can of course use the tear and tape provided. But since I have my own adhesive, tear and tape's a little overkill for this, so I'm just going to use my Stampin' Seal. And I'm just going to put Stampin' Seal on my 4 big areas. And then I'm going to pop this on here like this. Just like that, okay? And now I can flip this over, and now I can add adhesive behind that to add it to my card, okay? So I'm going to just pop a little bit more adhesive behind here. And then we're going to put this on our card and center it up just like that. So cute, right? Okay. Then we have our hello friend and you're the best, and I didn't de-chad this one, so I've got to de-chad it. Do you think people that are named Chad get upset by that? I like the name Chad. It kind of makes me sad that it's, you know, we're always talking about it like that. Okay, so we're going to add our hello friend right about there, but before we do, we're going to add some dimensionals on the back. So we'll grab our dimensionals they gave us here, and this thing, they show 5 dimensionals on there, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a lot. No. I'm going to do 3. We're good. That's funny because normally I'm doing like dimensional overkill, but they kind of did. I think one of these is a mistake. Like, it's like, why is that even right where you put it? Like, it doesn't even make sense. Okay. So it might be because we're going to be putting this down there and they kind of tried to make that make sense, but it doesn't really kind of jive in your brain. So I'm going to put this on here first. Hello, friend. And then, like I said, if you want to leave this piece off, if you don't want it to say anything more than hello, friend, by all means do that. Or you can add the "you're the best" right here. So if you are going to use this, this is what I recommend, is to put a little bit of adhesive up here on, and I should have put my mat. How many of you just screamed at me? Jeri, use your mat. Because it loves to stick to glass. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on it so that when I put it up against here, it's going to grab a hold. And then if you want to use a smaller dimensional here, you can, or you can take this. This is what I do. Once I've seen where it's going to go, I prefer to do it like this. So I'm going to take my, if I can get the release paper off. Come on. There we go. So I take my release paper off. So I have both release papers off, and I'm going to stick it up under here now that I can see exactly where I want it. Just like that. See how it's sticking out now? And then I can add my "you're the best" here. But look at all of this that's sticking out, right? Like, that's going to bug me. So I'm going to add on this side a piece here so that this side is also lifted up. Okay, so it does just a little bit of help if that bothers you and you want to try to get it, you know, not perfect, it's not the right word, but if you want to try to get it a little bit more accurate, that's what I do. All right, just like that. Okay, and then we're gonna add flowers to this as well. So I didn't take any of my flowers out of here earlier, although I do have a couple that are trying to drop out, so we'll grab those first. So this one has 5 flowers. I'm gonna grab the ones that are desperately trying to break free. So we have 5 flowers. They're all the same, so you don't have to worry about that. And what we're gonna do is, you did get some dots with yours. You can use those, or you can use your spiral if you have them. So I just pop these on here. All right, so I have my 5 flowers ready to go. And I'm just going to add those on, whoops, kind of like embellishments right where they tell us to. And honestly, some of them look like they're attached to stems. Others are just kind of floating out in space. That's okay. It's just cute. That's all that matters, is that it's cute. And we're going to pop this one underneath here. Just like that. So stinking cute. Right? Isn't that an adorable card? I love it. Okay. Love these cards. I love these cards. Okay. Number 2 is right here. So we're going to grab that one. And of course, we're going to start by adding our card base on real quick. Hello to everyone who just joined. Make sure you tell us what is in your cup. Okay. And since we already have these stamped and stuff, we're ready to go. So we're going to take this piece, is going to go on here. But before we add it on, the easy way to do this, again, is to kind of figure out where these pieces are going to go on here, and then we can add it on top. Okay. So we're going to add this piece on. So they have this piece down flat on here. So again, I'm going to take my silicone mat, and I'm just going to add this on here just to make sure it doesn't stick. Figure out where this is going, which is going to be about right there. And then this just helps me with placement, right? So then my thank you is going to go about here. I'm going to kind of line up my T, the top of my T with the top of my piece of vellum. And so I'm just going to add some adhesive to this. Notice that there's adhesive that's going to be above. That's okay because I've got my silicone mat. All right, so it's like that. And then we've got our strawberry. Now our strawberry is going to be put on with dimensionals. Yes. So I'm going to add oh, I am now seeing that they added this on with dimensionals. So you can do that if you want to. Yeah, they did. I forgot. They added this with dimensionals. So we're going to do that. We're going to add this on with dimensionals. So, whoops. Put 4 on there. Sorry, that was not very clear and I forgot. Because I always look at this ahead of time, but then I space it after I make my own. Okay, and then this one is going to overlap like this. So I'm going to put dimensionals just right here. 1 or 2 will do. I think I just did 1. And then I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive on this side so that, and remember I intentionally have this on my card so I can see where it's going to go. Just so that it attaches here and then you've got your dimensional here, right? All right, so we get that to attach, and then this piece probably isn't gonna need any dimensionals or anything. You can just add some adhesive to this and it'll do its job. Why am I, something is being weird. Hold on. Lay flat. Okay. It was doing something strange. So if, I'm gonna add another dimensional right here because that's gonna bug me. There we go. Okay. So then I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive to this guy, the You're the Best part. And we're just going to add that right here. Just like that. Okay. Then we can flip this over and you can see where this is attached or where the white part is. You can add adhesive. I can talk, I swear. You don't want to add it where there isn't anything underneath because you'll be able to see it. So I'm just going to do that and then we'll move that out of the way. Pop this on here. I'm trying to figure out why this is warping. There we go. All right. Because it wasn't flat, that's why. All right. And that one is super simple. Now, we can add some more flowers. So one of the things that you can do with this, it works really well, is go through your flowers and literally just put them all on. This one only has 2, I believe, so I'm going to do those 2. The next one has 3. So I'm just going to put 3 flowers on dots. This is what I do when I'm prepping cards. It's so much easier because then you just have them ready to go. So we have 1, 2, 3 for the last card. And I'll put that with that. All right, and then I can go ahead and put the rest on here and they'll be prepped for the other cards that I make. Whatever I make. So this is a great way to prep little pieces like this. It also keeps you from losing them, which is honestly can be a problem. How many of you guys have lost little pieces like this and you find them later, you're like, oh, there it is. If you just go ahead and pop them on your little reel, then you're less likely to lose them. So there I have the rest from my kit ready and prepped. Okay, so these two, we're gonna pop one right here and one up here, just like that. Cute, right? Oh my gosh, love these cards. Okay, number 3, moving on. Here we go. Here's number 3. So number 3, we're going to actually do a little bit of stamping on this green piece. So before I attach it, I'm going to grab my, the die cut flower is pretty cool. Oh yeah, it is cute. Hey Tanya, sorry. So you can maybe win something. Oh, is somebody on with you, Martha, that you're talking to? Yes, tell her to definitely say something so she can win. Phyllis, water unflavored. Love it. Love it, love it. Did I miss any questions or comments or anything? How are you doing, Martha? Okay, so for this one, I'm just going to kind of show you what they're having you do, because it's a little bit confusing if you haven't kind of played with where stuff's going to go. So we're going to be putting these 2 pieces on here kind of like this. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take the flowers. There are 2 flowers in the set. You can put them together on a stamp, or you can put them separate. It's up to, or on a block, or you can put them separate. It's up to you. They show it together, but I've got mine separate. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to put a couple flowers up here, a couple here, a couple over here, and a couple down here. It's fine. Whatever you want to do, however you want to do it, is fine. So we're going to grab our ink here, and we're going to do, I'm going to do the big flower here, 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 and here. And then the little one, I'm going to go up there, we'll go in, I'm going to go down and up. So it doesn't matter how you do it, you guys. This is completely up to you. All right, so we have those done. So then what we're going to do is I'm going to add my card base, of course, to my actual card, or my card front to my card base. So I have the card as is. All right, then we've got our 2 pieces. So I'm going to add one here and one here like this. All right, so we're just going to pop these on. Easy peasy. Oh, be careful. It looks like that smudges just a little bit. So sometimes these printed pieces of cardstock that are not solid cardstock, the ink doesn't absorb quite as fast, so you can see a little bit of a smudge there, so be careful with that. So I'm going to add that one, and then this one, like so. Okay, and then you've got your strawberries. So we've got 4, well, now I'm confused. 1, 2, oh, there's 2 up there. Okay, that's right. 3, 4, okay, 5. Okay, so the big strawberry, and then you have this one. The one up here is the one that, let's see, is this one right here. So that's the top one, and then you've got this one also with the top, and then at the bottom you have this one and this one. So the two that the stems go to the left are on the bottom, the two stems go to the right are at the top, okay? So with this one, they have you putting dimensionals on this. They've only showed 2. That is not a great idea because it's going to be a very unbalanced strawberry. So I'm just telling you right now, I do 3. Otherwise, it's going to be like flopping like this. So I'm going to go ahead and put dimensionals on this one. And you guys can decide whether or not you want dimensionals or flat for the smaller pieces. So this is basically in the center. And then you've got these pieces that are going to be everywhere else. So you've got this one here and this one. I think that the way they kind of tucked it, it's hard to see it. So I'm going to do it a little bit different, but I'm going to do all of these flat. They do show some with dimensionals, but I kind of like this flat so that it doesn't take away from the big guy, the big guy. So I'm gonna kind of play with that a little bit and do it a little bit different than what they show. So I'm just gonna do these flat. Although I may do this one up on a dimensional now that I'm looking at it, because he overlaps the pink one a little bit, so I am going to do this guy on a dimensional. So we'll pop him on like this, just so he's on the same level since he overlaps her. And then we're going to do our flowers. So our flowers, we're going to just add one up here, one on the strawberry there, and then one, I'm going to tuck that one under a little bit right there. And that is the 3rd card. So this is more of a collage look. Okay, number 4 is this last one here. And this one is a landscape. So we're going to add our card base on top. I've got 2 that I've ever... Oh, okay. That's cool. Okay, and we're going to add this piece basically to the center. And you can just pop this on with regular adhesive. We're just going to pop this in the center, like so. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure it's straight. These lines are not exactly straight, so there's a little bit of optical illusion, so I'm trying to get it straight on there. Okay, now the strawberries are going to make kind of a mess. And I'm looking at this now and I'm realizing that there's a complete waste of a strawberry in this collection of strawberries that they've done. Do you guys see it? This one down here is like, what? That's totally wasteful. So I am not going to use this strawberry right here. I think it's this one. Pretty sure it's this one. Hold on. Yeah. This one right here. They have in the bottom, just to add color down here. You don't need that. Like, that's not necessary. I'm going to use this on another card, so I'm saving that one. Just my recommendation. Okay. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my strawberries, and I've got my silicone mat, and I'm going to put my strawberries, not the little one, but these other ones, in here like this. And then we have our, oops, our little basket, right? You want to make sure that your strawberries are completely in the basket. So I cannot grab a hold of anything right now. All right, so we've got this guy here, and then this guy's in the center, right? So there's your strawberries. So that's what we're looking at. So I am going to add some adhesive to the top of this, and I'm gonna put it on top of my strawberries and grab them up, just like that. All right, this is how I recommend doing it. Okay, then we're gonna flip this over and we're gonna add dimensionals. This is a lot easier than their recommendation, just saying. All right, so all right, then once you've done that, then you can take your little strawberry basket, and we're gonna add that on right here. And we have this little guy who's going to sit right here. So I'm going to put a dimensional here. And I guess I'll add a little bit of adhesive at the top of him too, just so that where he overlaps the basket. So cute. All right, and then we have a flower. Okay, this one only had 2. I made a mistake there. So we've got a flower up here and a flower right here. And you know what? I've already got it. Why not? I'm going to throw one up here just 'cause. It's not going to hurt anything. You're not supposed to, but I did. Anyway, I probably messed up and put, is there supposed to be 3 on the first one? I know there was 3 on, oh, I made a mistake. It is only 2. So it's only supposed to be 2 on that one. So don't do that one unless you just, there might be some extra flowers and you want to do it. That's fine. Okay, so I'm a rebel. No, I'm not really. Yeah, I thought it was super goofy. Okay, I forgot that they had done that. So, one of the benefits of having the die set is once you've completed all your cards, if you have extra paper or whatever, you can make more strawberries. You've got the hello, you've got the what, the circle, etc. And you'll notice that I'm using these with my my extra cards and stuff. But these are the cards as is for this kit, and they are super cute. Now, one thing that I used with mine, where did I put it? Hold on. There's of course a million different embellishments out there, but the strawberry slush and pretty pink gems are super cute with this set. Just saying. So I highly recommend these to coordinate with this kit. If you have them, great. If not, you can always get them if you want them. If not, that's okay too. There's other things that'll be cute with this too. I'm just saying I like those. And so they're cute. I think the butterflies would be cute with this too, even though they're not quite the right size. It'd still be cute. So, you know, you do you. But yeah, these are adorable cards as is. But I'm going to show you some cards that I've already made, plus a layout, plus we're going to do a few cards together. So one of the things about the envelope that I'm going to point out really quickly is it only has a flap for you guys that want to, that like to cut your envelopes up too and use them too, but it's super cute, right? Like this is not anywhere in the cards though. I'm just saying this design is separate from the cards. Now it's similar to this paper here, but it's a different pattern. So I really liked it as far as like using it as an actual pattern. However, that leaves you with all these like blank envelopes. I am going to show you one thing you can do, what I did do for my layout. And so I'm going to show you that really quickly. So if you decide you want to use this piece in your cards, go ahead and cut the flap off, you know, cut it down, make it triangular, use the whatever edges of this you want. And I'll show you some different options with that. But then you're going to have this piece left over. And so what I did is I cut mine, let me see, let me measure it. I forgot. I cut mine at, 3 1/4. So I cut this at 3 1/4. I'm going to just recycle this piece. Oops, and this little piece. And I end up with this little kind of pocket, right? You can use this in cards if you want to. It's a little bit wide for a card, so that's the problem, but I do use it in my layouts as a pocket to put things in. And then, so you can either add designer series paper to this, you can stamp on it, you can, what am I saying? Use, I don't know, what are you saying? You can use your blending brush and blend color onto it. So I did use one of these on my layout, so I'm going to show you that right now. Okay, so for those of you that want to do that kind of thing. Also, I have a small caveat to my layout. I plan to add sweet friend or sweet girl or whatever I want to this, but I'm going to show you, this is not the layout, by the way, this is a different layout. I want these dies for it. See this font? It's similar to the font in the layout, but guess where my dies are for this exact word right now? They're with my assistant, Renee. So I can't actually use them to do this layout, but I'm going to use this same thing. So I'm going to do like sweet and then whatever word I end up doing, whether it's friend or whatever. So when you see the layout, just picture that. Okay, you ready? Okay. So I'm going to have like sweet friend, sweet girl, whatever. And I actually have a few strawberries and flowers and stuff that I'm going to be putting with that as well. But I've got those off to the side that I've held on to as well. Beyond that, this is on Seafoam. This is on Seafoam Green. Soft Seafoam. Yeah, that's the word I want. And then on this side, I have just a piece of, it's a half a sheet of Real Red or Poppy Parade. Either one will work with this layout. It does have both colors in the strawberries. I happen to have a half sheet of Real Red already cut, so that's what I used, but Poppy Parade works fine too. And then the back side of my first cards was used for the other pieces, and then there's that piece that I was talking about of the envelope, and then I just cut a small piece of cardstock, which is in this case 3.5 by 5.5, and I can add photos to this or tickets or anything else I want to stick in here. Whatever I want to do in the pocket doesn't matter. And I just taped some, I literally just taped some strawberry slush ribbon to this for pulling it out so that it's obvious that it's something that pulls out. But I can like drop tickets in here or any, you know, whatever. Like if you go to a strawberry festival, it'd be a great place to, you know, put any little extras that you wanted to have in there, that kind of thing. So, and then there's another little spot here for doing some journaling with one of those little tags, and there were extras of those, so I thought that was a great place for it. So, anyway, it's a cute, simple little layout. I did add the embellishments to this. I'll probably add some more up here once I get the title up here. So I know it's not very like, ooh, like wow in your face because it's missing the title, and I apologize for that. But I will be doing the title with the pinks and the red probably, I think is what I'm going to do for that. So I'm probably going to do the petal pink that you see here. Or is that Flirty Flamingo? I don't know. I think that's petal pink. But anyway, I'll probably pull this pink because it's the only place that it is, and the red for the title, and then yeah, add the strawberries and flowers and stuff around that. So I hope you guys like that. I thought that was super cute. Okay, so that's the layout. And then let me start with some of the cards that I made. So we have the first set of cards that are the front side of all those pieces I just used in the layout. So, and then, so this is the green one, the front side of that, plus the piece from the envelope. And you can see I cut that down a little bit shorter on the sides, so it does still have the little ruffled edge. And I'm just like seeing this little pennant that happened that I can't stand that I've got to cut. Okay. I haven't added any embellishments to these yet, but I will be. I just wanted to get completely done first. So I just added 2 strawberries and a couple of flowers to that one. This one is a flap fold. So a couple of pieces. These are only like 1 1/4 inches. Yeah, they're like 1 1/4 inches wide, 1 1/4 to 1.5, and then a 3-inch wide flap on top of that. And I'm going to show you how I did this grass, because I know people are going to be like, how did you do that? Like, what? So all you need to do is cut a piece of cardstock in the width of your piece here, which is 2 3/4. So I have a piece here that is 2 3/4 by 4 and another piece that's 2 3/4 by 4. So you cut this piece down to 2 3/4. Might as well do it because I'll probably make another one of these because it's super cute, right? And then I cut this piece at, I think it was 1.5. 1.5 inches tall. Just like that. I need one of my little baskets so I can show you what I'm doing. Here, hold on. Basket, where are you? Where did I put it? Hold on. Sorry. Hold please. Gotta find it. There it is. Okay, here's my little basket. All right, so then all you have to do, this is super easy, you guys. All you're gonna do is you're gonna cut at an angle down, and then cut at an angle to that. And then start a little bit lower on the next one and even go a little bit lower with that grass blade, and then cut and try to make your angles all different and different widths, and they don't have to be perfectly straight. They can be a little bit wonky or a little bit curved. It doesn't matter. Now you only need about 3 to 4 blades per side because this is going to cover up the rest of it. So I just did that on both sides. So I'm just going to make a couple of different sizes. And honestly, probably 4 is more than you need, right? Because that will go right there and you're good to go. So it can even like go in front of your basket if you want it to, if you do it like that, okay? And then you just glue that to the white piece. Super duper easy to make the grass, okay? All right, so that's how you do that. So really cute, and then just added a flower, 3 of the little strawberries up there, stamped directly on the white piece, very simple. All right, then these two, I did the angle cut with. So these are the, like I said, these are all just the backs of the ones I used on the scrapbook page. So these two, I just angle cut the 2 pieces together on my trimmer, and then married them together like this, and then did the strawberries. Super simple. Very cute. Love it. And then this one, I just took that little piece that we have, this piece right here, and I cut a piece for here, and I cut a piece for here. I actually have this much left over. So I think I cut it basically in thirds. It's like 3 inches. Okay, yeah, I cut 2 inches. I cut an inch, and then there's a piece that's a little bigger than an inch. And that one got the little cut, and then I just put those together so they're separated under there. You just can't see it. Added that and the pink strawberry, and that was it. So super simple to do that one. And I like this one because it kept everything more pinks and blues. There is of course a little bit of green on that strawberry, but there's not a lot of red or any of that either. So it's all the pinks and the blues, so it's sweeter. So that's the, I got those 5 cards from the back of, sorry, I think I've got an extra in here. No, I don't. Yes, I do. That one's extra. I'm sorry. I got these these 4 cards from the back of those card bases that I did before. Okay, this one was some more of them. Okay, so this one and this one, plus some more pieces that I haven't used yet, are the main strawberry piece. And so this one was super simple. I just put it on a Poppy Parade. I've got a layer of the vellum and this little piece here with a thank you. Now this is from the die. So this is this die right here. It's just an extra circle because you're going to run out of circles. If you have our old scallop circles, you can of course add a scallop around that too, as a layer. But you can just use the circle, and that's super cute, right? So there's the strawberry back papers. We've also got the pink. So here's that piece that I did from that. Whoops, sorry about that. And I just did the tear method for that, which means that I had a big chunk left over. I've got a piece from my strawberry left over, so I cut a little piece of the green and made this card. And that meant I had some green, so now I've got this card. So I cut this little piece off of this side of my envelope piece, and I've got this card, and then that left that little envelope piece with one of those backgrounds, and now I've got that one. So far, now I'm not done, but so far I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards that I've made from my pieces. Now I have a lot of pieces left over, so let's finish making some cards with these pieces. So my next little batch that I have ready to go here, I cut 2 these two card fronts in half, and I'm gonna join them together like this. I've got two pieces here that are cut at 4 by 5 1/4, but we've got to do something to these, so give me a minute with those. I've got some inserts for my card bases, and I've got two card bases that are cut from the strawberry slush that I'm going to be using for my card bases. These are the inserts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now run these through an embossing folder. So let's see. These are the two, basically what we're going to do is we're going to have these two pieces on here like this. So I'm trying to figure out what I want that embossing folder, or do I even want to do an embossing folder? I could just do white. Hold on, let's look. We might not need it. It's a pretty big, these are pretty big pieces, so we might not need it. I only cut them in half. I could cut them down, but I just cut them in half. It's actually kind of cute. I don't necessarily need to do an embossing folder. So that's what I'm thinking. Of course, we have the insert. So these would basically be essentially the same. They're not going to be exactly the same because I've got some different sentiment stuff that I'm doing, but I'm just going to use these pieces like this. So we can run them through an embossing folder if we want to. I do have one of the Hello Friends that I'm going to use that I still have left over from that kit. And I thought I would also use the other strawberry here because I still have that. I've got quite a bit left over. And this one I thought I would use some actual strawberries on. Like that. What do you guys think? How many pumpkins or refills do you order? Oh, okay, so I just ordered 2 kits. So I do 1 kit, which all of these cards and my layout, plus the ones I'm doing right now, came from my first kit. And then I open 1 kit with you guys, but I just made the 4 cards from that. I haven't done anything else with that one. That one's set aside for now. So, but I still have a lot of pieces, including like all of this stuff from my first kit. So that's what I'm playing with right now, is what I've got left from that. Okay, so I think I like this. So I'm going to stamp this in Poppy Parade. I'm just trying to decide if I want to run those through an embossing folder or not, but I can't. I'm having trouble deciding. I think I'll do the thank you for this one. So I'm going to use Poppy Parade. And then I think I'm going to do strawberry. No, I'm going to go ahead and do garden green for this one. For the Hello Friend. Just because the only green on that one, I mean, I could have done it for the other one too, but I don't know, I'm just feeling it for this one. Okay. I don't want to mix my colors up, so I want to make sure I clean those off. Okay. All right, so there's that. You guys think I should run it through an embossing folder? Circle. Oh, thank you for posting that, Katie. The Circle of Seasons dies. Did someone ask for it? I appreciate that. Circle of Seasons dies. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know. I don't think it doesn't really need the embossing folder, but you could run this through an embossing folder if you want to. So I'm just going to add these to the inside. And this is my standard. If you guys missed my video on, it was a Tip Tuesday, I did my standard insert. That has been posted, so you can check that out. And we'll add this to the front. Now, of course, you could do a color here too. It doesn't have to be white, but I just wanted to pull more white in. So, and then we'll add these pieces. And if you want these to be narrower, you could do that too. So you can make these pieces narrower. But I just went for the whole half a card base, basically. So they're 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. And I'm just going for the whole width. Basically, I'm going to go ahead and overlap the white a little bit because that's super cute. And then I'm going to add some dimensionals to this. But this kind of shows you guys too the process I go through and what I'm thinking when I'm doing these. You get to where the more you do this too, the more you play around with what's in a kit and make your own kind of thing, you get fast at it. You get where it's just like, it kind of just comes natural. There are exceptions, but some kits are harder to make alternatives with than others. Okay, so we're gonna stop there for a minute. I might add some more to that, but just get it to that point. So we'll add our insert. So these are basically the same card in the sense that the front is the same. We're just adding cardstock to this. And that creates these extra layers, which makes a card richer the more layers you have. It just feels like more, right? Even though it's inexpensive layers, they're just cardstock. It just makes for a little bit more dynamic, interesting card. So it is a way to up the ante, basically, in your cards. So I'm going to put one strawberry down here. I'm going to lay that flat. One up there. Woo, I'm sorry. That might have been loud. I apologize. And then I'll put this up on dimensionals. I make it look easy. Like I said, it's not so much that it's easy, it's just you get good at it. You get fast at it. You get where you've done it so many times, it's easy to think of other options. Okay, I've only got 4 flowers left, so I'm being a little bit stingy with them. I think I'm going to use them with my other, because I still have a strawberry here, and I kind of want to make this one. So I think I'm going to be stingy and keep it. Okay, I'm going to keep them for this. So I'm not going to add any flowers to these two, but I am going to add some embellishments, because I'm going to be adding embellishments to the others anyway. I've got some left over here. Let's use these first. So let's just add some of these, because this'll help a lot. So we're just going to put, I'm going to use the strawberry slush here for these. You know what? I think I'm going to add 5. To that one. And then this one, we'll do 1, 2, and 3. So there's those 2. And then we'll do, I've got a lot of pieces left over. I cut that extra envelope, so I've still got that piece. I've got these pieces. I've got 2 of these still. And I've got some vellum pieces left. And I still have a bunch of these because I didn't use these for everything, so I do have these. The cool thing about these is you can use them for other stuff. It doesn't have to be something for sentiment. But anyway, so I was thinking about just using this on this one, even though this is basically like, so here's the original. It's not altogether that different, but I was just thinking, you know, it's what I have left over, so I may just go ahead and use it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Circle of the Season. I'm going to use the Hello from this. And I'm going to cut out a sentiment. And then I've got my flowers here too. Let me put those on. I might use one of these flowers. I think I'm going to use one of these with my layout because I have 4 is kind of a weird number. So I think I'll just use 3 with this. Okay, so what color do we want to cut the hello in? Black, maybe? I might cut this down even. Do I want to cut it down? Or do I want to leave it? Oh, I think I'm going to leave it. It's not very big. What's the blue color? Pool Party. Yes. Pool Party, you may even have some spots that are leaning into Coastal Cabana, but it's basically Pool Party. I believe the instructions say Pool Party. Yes, they say Pool Party. So there's some different tones in there, but it's basically Pool Party. Okay, so we'll add this on top. I know this isn't that, like I said, I know that this is not that different. I'm getting that, but I just kind of wanted to play here a little bit with this last little piece I had, and I didn't want to, I still want it to be cute, right? So this is what I have left, so this is what I'm going to use. Okay, so basically the same way we did the previous. If you want to pop this up on dimensionals, this would be super cute. So let me show this to you. So this, you can pop up, instead of making it flat, you can pop this whole thing, including the vellum, up on dimensionals, and it's really cute to do that. I'm gonna go a little crazy with dimensionals here. It's holding up a lot of paper, so we're gonna make sure. Just make sure that all of your dimensionals are behind the white part, the image that you're putting down. But this is really cute because it stands out even more because it's popped up. Okay, and then we need to make the hello. I'm thinking black, you guys. I think I want to do it in black. Let's try it. What do you think? I've actually got a piece, in fact, in my black. I've got some that has the backing on it, the adhesive back. So I'm gonna do that. I've already cut a couple. Cut a couple of these from this earlier. That if you guys saw one of my videos, I guess it was last week that I did. What video was that? Paper dust. Gotta love paper dust. What's the difference? What are you asking? What the difference is, Michelle? Sorry. I'm not sure what you were asking what the difference was, so just clarify for me and I'll be happy to answer. Okay, so now that we've got that cut, I'm just gonna weed that real quick. Got stuck in there. I've used this several times. Sometimes when you have the extra layers in there, it will get stuck. Okay. Black and pink, and off shift them. Black and pink. I could do black and white. I'm worried that the pink will kind of get lost in with the rest of the pink. Let me add these real quick. Let's see what I think. Um, yeah, it is a little dark. I wish I had a bubble for this. I wish they'd put a bubble in with this. I like it when we have bubbles too, but it's fine. It might be too dark. Maybe white. Let's cut a piece of white and see. I'm wondering if you were asking if the difference was this laying flat versus this being up on something. So let me kind of show you. So here it's laying flat, and there it is on dimensionals behind there. So because it has more, it's farther away from the background, you see less of the background through it. So it becomes a little more opaque in looks. So I don't know if that answers the question that you were asking. No, I know it doesn't pop. That's why I was like, maybe white. Okay, so let me grab white and let's see. Let's do it with white and see what happens. Because you're right, it doesn't pop. Yeah, I do too. I like both as well. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So let's try this. Now I think that the white by itself is also going to not pop. So what I was thinking is we either do black on white or white on black. So there's black on white. Whoops. Or you can do white with the black shadow, which is probably what we'd want to do. What do you guys think? Just getting opinions from you guys, so just throw them out there. These are all the pieces I have left that I gotta make use of. And really this envelope, while it technically is from my first kit, because I cut it from that, it doesn't really matter. Like I could use it with my other one because I cut it with you guys, but there we go. You like it this way? White with black shadow. Okay. All right, so that's what we'll do. Here we go. So I'm going to add the white to the black on here. The white doesn't have any release paper on it, so I'm going to use my glue to attach these together. Just little dots. This is really thin, so it's hard to do the offsetting, but we're going to make it work. It's a very thin die. All right, so once you have that, put my glue cap back on. Then I'm going to take the release paper off of the black, if I can. This is the challenging part for me, getting release paper off. Come on. sometimes I struggle with it, and other times, it's always on camera. And other times it comes off really easy peasy. Why I can't get it to come off easy peasy on camera, I will never know. There, I got one piece off. One more. Depending on where you cut it, you're going to have little slits in the back on the release paper, so, oh shoot, I tore that one. that creates a little bit of a struggle. Okay, hopefully we'll like this, because once it's down, it's down. All right. So cute though, right? Oh my gosh. I love word dyes so much. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. That's so cute. Okay, by the way, I do really love the clear dots. This one right here on the center of these little flowers is super cute. So I'm probably gonna do that on a few of these. Oh my gosh, because they're just clear with gold in them, and oh my gosh, that's so cute. Oh, I love that. Okay, so right now I've still got all these pieces left over, but I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 cards plus a layout from my first kit. This is just from one kit. 13 cards plus a layout. Plus I have, oh, shoot, that didn't go in the trash can. Plus I have these pieces left over that I haven't even used yet. So this is my point, with just a little bit of cardstock and some creativity, or you can just copy me or someone else online. You can actually expand, sorry for the hiccups, you can expand your kits. And remember that if you have the die set too, and this is one of the reasons why I buy these, not just because I want to use them with the kits, but because I can use them afterwards. I can make more strawberries, and I've got my hello and my circle die, and I can make more cards, and you know, like, it's just, and it's such a great price point at only $12 for 9 dies. I mean, that's pretty amazing. So it's a really great price point. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed all of these cards. Obviously I have some pieces left over, so I'll do something with them. I've even got a few little, like strips left over. So once I finish making the cards for my other kits, I may make a strip card. I do that a lot. So I've got little pieces like that as well. And then, anyway, so I'll make a bunch more cards with my second kit, but this is all from one kit to answer that question that came up earlier. 13 cards plus a layout, all from my first kit with some leftover pieces, as you can see. Plus I have envelopes left. I mean, I only opened 3 of my envelopes, including this one. So yeah, and one of them I used on my layout. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and don't go anywhere. Make sure you're commenting. I'm going to do a quick announcement, and then we'll do the drawing for the free product. But I hope you guys enjoyed playing with this adorable kit, and do remember that you can, if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you can get the what's it called, the add-on. I'm sorry, not add-on. Well, yes, you can get the add-on. I was going to tell you that too. Don't forget the add-on dies if you haven't already gotten them. But in particular, you can get more of the refill kits if you want. Now, the refills do not come with the ink spot or the stamp set, so just be aware of that. It's only the packet of stuff that you get in the box. So you'll only get that part. But if you already have the stamp set, then you're good to go. And if you don't have the stamp set, you can honestly use any sentiments you have from other stamp sets. But if you're not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you can't get this or the refills. So subscribe to Paper Pumpkin. You can always pause or cancel at any time. It's a great way to get good stuff. In fact, if you subscribe before the end of this month, or not the end of this month, by the end of this month's sign-up period, which is the 10th. You'll get the August box, which is going to be super cute, called Farmhouse Florals. You're going to get a second free stamp set in this box. So you're going to get 2 stamp sets. It's an amazing deal. It does make 9 cards, 3 designs, 3 each, but you'll get 2 stamp sets and a ink spot as well. Does it say what color the ink spot is? It doesn't on here. But it'll be one of these colors that you see on the flyer. So, which are Calypso Coral, Darling Duckling, Granite Gray, Lost Lagoon, Pecan Pie, and Secret Sea. Oh, it's this one. It does say it's Secret Sea. We're going to get a Secret Sea Stampin' spot. So that's awesome. So anyway, that's good to know. So yeah, definitely sign up for Paper Pumpkin. And if you sign up with me, if you're a demonstrator, you'll sign up under yourself, of course. If you sign up with me or you're one of my team members, be sure to let me know, because you will get the free, I send one of these out for each one of your months, plus a little free gift most months. And so you'll be able to put your stamp set in these little sleeves and everything each month that you do Paper Pumpkin. So anyway, all right, let's do the rest of the announcements since I talked about Paper Pumpkin already. So what's left in the announcements? Well, if you haven't signed up for the September card class yet, oh my gosh, you're not going to want to miss it, because we are using this adorable Spooky Halloween set. This is an online exclusive stamp set that you can get that is so cute. In fact, it does have an optional die set. If you buy them together, you get the 10% off both of them in the bundle price. And this die set's so cute. It cuts out the images that you see, plus there's some bats, a fence, a little spooky house, and then this piece, which does a couple of different really cute things, including you can cut it upside down this way and you make like a little tombstone, which is super cute. So anyway, we're going to be playing with this stamp set. There is a coordinating stamp set and die set that I'm going to be using the die set in with the cards. Do you have to have this? By all means, no. However, they're super cute, and if you're interested in those, I want to make sure you see them. They're called Fright Night, and I love this set too. So that is definitely something you might want to check out if you like the Halloween stuff. So let me show you the cards that we're going to be making with this September card class. By the way, registration closes on the 7th, so you've only got 5 more days for those of you that haven't signed up yet. Okay, so we've got this cute little kitty witch. By the way, I love that they turned the characters into animals. I think it's so cute. So you have a kitty that's a witch. You have a dog that's Frankenstein, which we'll see in a minute, and then some of the other animals. Anyway, so we're also going to be making this googly eye. I love this one. I think this is my favorite card. No, the googly eye mummy card that says spooky on it. And we have the fun fold here with the bow that's got the little dog Frankenstein that has the triple flap basically going on. So we've got that one, and I just pulled my bow piece out. I don't know how I did that, so y'all don't look at that. I'm gonna have to fix that. Too much stress. And then we have a shaker. Look at the hippo. This is a mummy hippo. We've got this shaker card that we're making. This is using some of these super cool treat bags. Here's the treat bags. These what am I saying? What is this color? Petunia Pop iridescent treat bags. They're so awesome. And so I used that here to make this fun shaker card that I'm super excited about. So if you'd like to do this class with us, by the way, I don't normally do free gifts with my class, but this month I am doing a free little gift. You're not going to get the candies. You have to put your own candy in it, but you're going to get a bag and then the stuff to make the tag and the ribbon and all that. So you'll get all those pieces to make your own little treat bag. You'll just have to fill it with your own candy. This is not the right temperature to be sending chocolate, so I won't be sending you guys chocolate, sorry. Maybe in the winter, but not right now. And then for those of you that like to do scrapbooking as well, I do an add-on layout with all of my classes and clubs. And so here is the super cute little add-on layout that we'll be doing with this one. How cute is this? Oh my gosh, I love it so much. So as you can see, I did use some of the dies from that other set to embellish my cards and my layout. And by the way, this ribbon is amazing. This ribbon is what you're going to actually get on this card instead of this ribbon. It is the, and I'm sorry about that, but that is no longer going to be available. So But this is the Petunia Pop Iridescent Ribbon, and oh my gosh, can y'all see that shining in the light? It is so pretty. I love this. So yeah, super excited about this layout too. Okay, hope you guys like it. All right, so you can sign up for that for the next 5 days. Be sure to be signed up by the 7th. It is your absolute last chance to sign up for the spooky Halloween. Yeah, the spooky Halloween. Whatever. I know. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you. I'm glad you like them. Oh, Skittles would be good. Yes, that would be great. Yeah, anything. You know, whatever you like to give away at Halloween is fine, of course. Red Hots, that'd be fun. So be sure to sign up for this by the 7th. Of course, we already talked about Paper Pumpkin. And last but not least, if you'd like to receive my Creative Inspiration Calendar, yes, it's late. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sending it out today. If you'd like to receive this on or around the 25th of every month, this calendar includes all of my Facebook Lives when they're scheduled, so you don't miss those. And then also it has all of the other days have a creative prompt on them, so you can do something creative every day of the month. So this month you're going to have more creative prompts because I'm going to be doing a few less Facebook videos this month, just one a week for the month of August, because I'm trying to get some other things dealt with. And so you're going to get a little bit of a break from me and have a chance to do some more activities instead. So, but I hope you enjoy the calendar for the month. It does include my Facebook Live info, my YouTube info, and my other contact information in every calendar as well. And this is totally for free. All you have to do is sign up for my email list by texting me your email, and you're good to go. So hope you guys will join me for that. Okay, it is now time for the prize drawing, and a sip of my tea. Hold on. Lisa. Okay. So if you guys will give me a drum roll, I will put some goodies out for you guys. Sound good? Okay. There's some big prizes in here, by the way. Okay, so thank you for the drum roll. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so we're going to do one drawing live today. Then, we're going to do one drawing next week. But today, I'm going to draw yesterday's and today's because I didn't do a video yesterday. So I'm going to go ahead and draw the one for this one as well. So we're actually going to draw 3. I got hiccups like crazy. We're actually going to draw 3 today. Okay. So here's what we got. We've got the Sweeter Than You extra stamp set that was from my second kit. And I've got Designer Series paper packs. These are random Designer Series paper. I'm going to tell you right now, they're all different. There are 12 sheets in each one of these. Every sheet is different. There's no duplicates. So you're going to get 12, technically 24 designs. Some of them are even specialty Designer Series papers with foils in them. So that's an option. Again, they're all different. So it is random. If you do say, hey, I want the one with that pink piece of paper, if I have it, I'll give it to you. But you may end up with a different one, just FYI. I also have some brand new stamp pads that I have Boho Blue and Pebbled Path. This one has the plastic off of it, but it is brand new. It has never been used. I only had to take the plastic off of it because some of the ink came out and I wanted to clean it up. But it is brand new. So Pebbled Path and Boho Blue, these are retired colors that you can pick up. I also have Pebbled Path and Boho Blue Stampin' Right markers if you're interested in those. But remember, these are refillable just like the ink pads are refillable. So there's those separate, of course, available. I also, of course, always have D-size blocks available to purchase, or you can purchase them from me, I guess, but no, to pick in the drawing, and of course the little chiseler. This is not a Stampin' Up! Product. This is a company all its own. When I make mistakes, this saves the day. If you want one, you should get one because everyone should have this in their craft room. I mean, it's just, they're awesome. And so anyway, you can buy them from me for just $2. I pass my savings on to you, but you can get them free in the drawing. Okay, so I'm going to grab, let me move this out of the way. Whoops, sorry. I've got stuff everywhere right now. Okay, so I'm going to grab the link from this video. We're going to pop this in the random Facebook comment picker and draw a winner. All right. I hope you guys commented. Here we go. And remember, we will do one more drawing for this video next week. Marsha Long. Congratulations to Marsha Long. Please pick a prize and put that in the chat. And then I'm going to come over here and do last week's video, which was the kit collection Garden of Thanks. And we're going to draw a winner from that one. And we'll pop that here in the random Facebook comment picker, get all of the comments, and hit start. And our winner is Pauline Landit. Congratulations to Pauline. Please pick a prize and put that in the comments. And then I'm going to draw from our Facebook. Yes, it's Facebook. From our July club, which was last week. And so I'm going to grab all the comments from, not that one. Where is it? July. There we go. I'm going to grab all the comments from that video. I am seeing that there's not a whole lot of people that have done that one yet. So those of you that did, you're going to have a good chance of winning. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And the winner is Kimmy Harlow. So Kimmy Harlow, I don't know if you're on today. I don't remember if I saw your name or not, but congratulations. Please pick a prize. Okay, so those are the 3 winners today. So let's see who picked what. We've got Marsha Long, Pauline Landit, and Kimmy Harlow. So hopefully you guys are on and can pick a prize. Well, let's see. I don't, oh good, Kathleen, I'm so glad. Do I see any of you having commented on what you want yet? I love that. Marsha Colbert says, congratulations to Marsha Long. Okay, I don't see any of them commenting yet on what they want. Oh, Kimmy's sick. Okay. Well, congratulations to all 3 of our winners. I'll be sure to text them so that they know that they won. And I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. I will see you next week, next Sunday. I've pushed our video from Saturday to Sunday because we are going to go to the Watermelon Festival, hopefully. Cross my fingers. We didn't get to go last year because of my back, so hopefully we'll be able to go this year. And so we'll be doing the Silly Safari class on Sunday next week. So just be prepared for that. It's been moved to Sunday. But so that'll be next week's video, and you guys can all join us for that, of course, whether you've paid for the class or not. You just won't have the kits if you haven't paid. You can always get PDFs from me, by the way, for those of you guys, so that you can make your own stuff and follow along if you'd like to. So anyhow, thanks for joining me. Hope you have a great week, guys, and a great rest of your weekend. God bless.